EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders.
It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, 79 Broncos, Cougar 19. Cut 19! Cut 19!
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Whitaker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Now this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go. 19, 5, check. Ready?
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Here we go, check. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson.
Career touchdown number 136. Tying it with Marshall Faulk for 7th on the all-time list.
And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the
Come on,
26-yard line.
Hey.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Eagles' 25-yard line.
Unlock line. Unlock. Ready. Go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
18 Rattler. 18. Here we go. Shot.
To the air goes Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Dragon 60.
2nd and 3. Now he's going to step up and run.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pushes past him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that, but I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Go.
To throw is Daniels. Throw right side, Wilson.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
A first catch there for Wilson and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Craft all 80. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Steady. Steady.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready.
They'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got it. Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. Cup 19. Cup 19. Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's Daniels.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punt. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple.
Second and 2.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Here now, third in the yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready up. Here we go. Here we go. Drop 60. Drop 60. Ready.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end for the kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46.
69 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready?
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Hey.
They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
The return man, Wilson. And running with power here.
Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Viking 18, Buffalo 18.
Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Drop 50. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
90, red. Cougar, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jaden Daniels.
34 yards.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Mustang 19, Viking 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Ready? Bronco 80. Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. On play action, they'll throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop it.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Hot 70, hot 70.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80.
To throw from his end zone, Daniels.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Across midfield. He's on his way. Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th of the year.
And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 30, Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
70 up. Let's go.
Will set up for the
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8.
Commanders 30, Eagles 22.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Second and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now Daniels. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
To the air goes Daniels.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
Come 19, come 19.
Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up,
the sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately,
and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Will set up for the
70 Lions, 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Now it's Wilson. The return man, Wilson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hold the ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Cowboy 80. 18, 19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Bronco 80. 18, Pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Warriors 70.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
To throw is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Dragon 60, trap 60, trap 60, cup 19, cup 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Viking 18, hurt. Ready.
Daniels looking to throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Crack all 80.
Throwing now is Daniels.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On the ready.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
That's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Two yards to go, second down.
Come on, set. Mustang 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 70 Lions.
Now back to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Territory, he coughs up the football. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Commanders 30.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready, ready, ready.
Here's Daniels. St. Brown on the catch.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Commanders
Ready up.
first
All
down.
3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
18,
First
right
and
here.
10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Come 19. Red. 19, target. Panther 11. Panther 11.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete.